Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special episode where I'll be playing. Now, pause for dramatic effect. I'll be playing my favorite video game of all time. I was making a list of my top favorite games, and once I realized, like, oh man, this is number one, this is super number one, I had to play it on the channel. So I wanted to keep it a secret, and I've been like dropping hints on my other videos, like here and there. But I feel like we're in that part of our relationship as a channel and content provider where I can open up and tell you guys what my favorite game is. So let me just get this running now so we don't have to waste too much time here. Let's see. Alright, so my favorite game of all time is none other than Cory in the House. The highly acclaimed 7 years straight Game of the Year visual masterpiece, Cory in the House. This game is an amazing game. It has complex characters, a well-written story, and in-depth gameplay mechanics. The game really picks up like halfway through when like the time travel mechanic is introduced. That like it rivals, if not tops, the time traveling in Chrono Trigger. Like honestly, no other game has come close to being as amazing as this game is, which is why I wanted to show this to you. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, it's a Disney game. It can't be that good. And it's like, okay, you are not giving this game a chance because, wow, this game is. See, I already have my story already. That's my 100% file. I have everything completed on this. So I'm gonna start a fresh file so that we can everything completed on this one. And so we're just gonna start a fresh file so that we don't jump into everything so quickly because there's a lot to this game that I'll try to explore as much as I can in the small amount of time that we do have. So let's go ahead and do options. And yeah, okay, everything's looking pretty good there. You want to have maybe we'll turn the music up just a little bit because this game has fantastic music. If you know, like, Yuzo Koshiro, who does Seventh Dragon Entry and Odyssey, I mean, like, the composer for this game, it's like, it makes Yuzo Koshiro look like a total amateur. The composer for this game was really on point the whole time, and I played this game, like, hundreds of times, like, more than Pokemon Emerald, so I'm gonna show you hard mode, because we're not gonna back down from this challenge. Alright, sorry about that quick cut. But we're gonna get right back into it. So while I'm playing this and showing you guys this masterpiece of a game, just keep an ear on the music. As I was saying, the music is fantastic. Anyway, so let's begin with our main protagonist here, a true hero of justice. Hey Dad, did you hear my presidential bobblehead won first prize in the Wacky Wild Toys contest? I knew you could do it, son. And they're sending me a boatload of them so I can sell them to tourists. Hello, money. And you can see, because this game, let me give you a little bit of backstory here. This game is a video game adaptation of the Cory in the House anime, which is one of the best animes personally I've ever seen. It's up there with Death Note and Cowboy Bebop and Dragon Ball Z. It's really like one of the top animes that you can watch. And the fact they can make such a great game out of it is it was really impressive back then. But one of the more stylistic choices that they went in this game was including the laugh track within the game. Now, it was kind of weird having a laugh track in the anime, but that was one of the reasons why it stood out so much. So it only makes sense that they would include that in the video game as well. But enough of that, let's continue on with the story. Well, keep your toys out of everyone's way. Remember, Samantha is the boss. Now, this person that we're seeing here, this is our main character, Cory. We haven't introduced him yet, but the main character is Cory. This is his father. And now Samantha is another character. You can say that she's not quite the antagonist, but most definitely the anti-hero. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Don't worry, Dad. Cory Baxter. Alright, there we go. There's our introduction to our main character. Don't worry, Dad. Cory Baxter, American businessman, self-proclaimed, has it all under control. That's what I'm afraid of. Oh, the laugh track was cut off there. That must have been a little bug. Well, we'll just skip over that. Oh, great. It's Sophie.
Cory, do you want to see my new toy? It's a high-tech cell phone.
High-tech cell phone?
The best part was all I had to trade for it was a box of those silly bobbleheads.
Silly bobbleheads? My bobbleheads? You traded them?
I told you I traded them for my new cell phone. Try to keep up, Cory. Sheesh.
As you can see, the audience is going wild for this character. This is really the Dio Brando of this series. As we continue on in the story, you'll come to fall in love with Samantha and or Sophie. This is Sophie. You'll come to fall in love with Sophie's personality and character. She's one of the most complex characters with a really in-depth backstory. But we'll get into that later as well.
Well, since the bobbleheads were yours, you can have the stupid cell phone. It doesn't have any games on it anyway.
I don't want a cell phone. I want my bobbleheads.
Sheesh, Cory. Why don't you go check in Daddy's room?
Now, this was actually one of the most controversial games because of the use of Daddy, which back then wasn't really a big thing, but now it has a little bit different connotation, and now the game is kind of rising in its controversial popularity once again. You mean the Oval Office?
Sure, unless you're chicken.
Chicken? Me? I'm so brave. I don't even eat chicken. Now you can see the comedy is really on point. The writers of this game, people say the Chrono Trigger Dream Team, but honestly, the people who made this game, this is the true Dream Team.
Right, I see you around, Cory. Brock, Brock, Brock.
I'll show her. I'm not afraid of anything, except maybe Samantha. And horses. As you can see, the little profile picture of our main protagonist, Cory, in the bottom right-hand corner, he is showing a face of doubt and regret for the Samantha character and horses in general. There is a deep and complex reasoning for this that goes into like the psychological horror that Cory has had. But like most things, we'll get into that later. And so now, oh wait, we have more text. I gotta keep quiet about finding those bobbleheads around the White House. Dad would kill me if he found out. I'll need to use the plus control pad if I'm gonna get around the White House. And then you see Cory has his own ghost to walk across the room so that he can talk to later. This is where we get into a little more the psychological aspects of this game, and whether this game is reality or is just happening within Cory's mind. But I don't want to spoil the game for you. I bet we could find hidden items by inspecting areas around me, like under the couch cushions. Oh, let's move. Alright, so now we can move and control our character freely, and as you see, the walk cycle for this character, there was a lot of time put into it, just to make it look as natural as possible, and the isometric view that they used for this was, interesting design choice, but I think it really paid off for adding with the atmosphere. If you press one of the buttons, you can actually crouch into this tiptoe stance, which, I mean, this game predates Metal Gear Solid, and actually Metal Gear Solid was took a lot of inspiration from this game, which you can see in some later parts of the game. So if we if we do what the screen tells us to do is to touch the touch screen. Then we can touch the pillows, and we can. Sweet! I found my President Martinez bobblehead. Now, so this game, if you haven't realized yet, the setting for this game is very interesting. It takes place in the White House, which is why it's called Cory in the House. I've got to find all my bobbleheads before leaving the White House. As you see right there, he references the White House, which he is in currently. But of course, if you guys are fans of the anime, then you already know all of this.
Stop, Cory! You are under orders not to enter the rest of the White House today.
And this is character. I'm pretty sure this is
Rats. Rats.
Yeah, rats in the White House, big ones. I was trying to catch them.
Well, get back to work. We can't have rats interfering with the meeting between President Martinez and Ambassador Peru. And remember, when you approach another person you wish to speak with, press the A button or tap the touchscreen when the action icon appears.
So that character was based off of Sarah Palin. Let's continue with this. Cory, I need you to get rid of those nuclear Nakishakas. Nuclear Nakishakas. Nuclear who? Little behaving pastries that burst when you eat them? Yes, those destructive delicacies. Not to worry, Dad. I'm your man. Now you can see, once again, the writers of this game really struck gold when they included dialect with the characters to really give them their own sense of personality and realness within this world. Good. Just approach the fridge and press the A button or tap the touchscreen when you see the action icon appear. So when you use Cory's very swaggy walk cycle, swagalicious, some may call it, and we're not going to talk with Victor. Victor is, of course, Cory's father. We're not going to talk with Victor. But we're going to go over to the fridge and use our stylus to inspect the fridge. Let's try to look at this note. We cannot. It's just a way to streamline the gameplay to make sure that as a player, that you don't get sidetracked and get lost in this world, because there is a lot to explore. This is an open game, an open world sandbox type game. We're gonna go ahead and touch this ketchup right here. Alright, nothing happens. We're gonna touch this milk. Nothing is happening. So we're gonna go ahead and touch this. These are probably the behaving. Oh, this is. Yeah, the behaving pastries that explode, as Cory was mentioning before. It's subtle dialogue, but it's something that you need to keep in the back of your mind as you play this game. Now I just need to find some lemon sauce so these will pop. Anyway, I should head upstairs. Alright, so now that we have increased and expanded our inventory, let's go upstairs to search for some more. As you see, it's the return of Cory's ghost, and once again, whether this game is truly reality or just taking place within a dream. Which gets a little bit more complicated as the time goes on, and once again, as I explained, the time travel mechanic is introduced. This game gets pretty intense. Oh man, I can't get caught by these agents. Better try sneaking by. So if you go over here and talk with your other self, or your true self, as some may say, then you can you learn how to use the sneaking skill, which I showed earlier. So with the sneaking skill, you can Metal Gear Solid your way across this. Dun 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 dun. And now we just picked up $100. There was just $100 floating here. Once again, another interesting aspect that they included. Man, I'm not going down these stairs. I bet Samantha's roaming the downstairs hallway. So Samantha may just be the main protagonist. Hey you're not supposed to be up here. Go back to the kitchen. Now this is another one of the controversial aspects of this game. Now we have some reverse sexism going on. Unfortunately, even though my skills are fine-honed, I have unfortunately failed that that event.
Dang, I gotta be more careful. If Dad and Samantha find out, I could get in serious trouble.
Alright, so we're going to Metal Gear Solid our way back up here. Alright, so what we're supposed to do is follow our ghost, and the ghost would have led us to the correct way.
I gotta find that lemon sauce for my nakishikas before going anywhere in the White House.
So let's go back up here and grab that lemon sauce.
Tight lemon sauce.
Once again, that dialect is really hitting home. Inspect the tray. Let's go ahead and do that.
Tight lemon sauce.
Right, there we go.
Sweet, with this lemon sauce, the nakishikas will be able to stun on impact. I could use the Y button to throw them. These should be enough to stop anyone, and then I can sneak by. I can equip these nakishikas and other gadgets by using my inventory screen.
So let's go ahead and go to the inventory screen. They put a lot of time and effort into this screen to really streamline it. So that we can have a nice experience. Sorry about that. It's just gotta be careful. Just playing this game again just really reminds me of how amazing and advanced it was for its time. And it's just something that I was it really catches me off guard.
Shoot, the door is locked.
Alright, so here they don't really tell you what to do. They kind of leave this up to an interpretation. So we're gonna go ahead and resume. Oh, there we go. So what you have to do is figure out how to use the attack button, and then use your lemon sauce to take out these guards, such as you do in Metal Gear Solid, which is, of course, that game. I already explained, but that game got the inspiration from here.
I think there's someone outside the door.
Stay with the group. We don't want anyone getting lost while on the tour.
Dang, the door's right outside the door. I'll keep the nakishikas to myself in rooms without guards. I don't want to make a mess in here.
And so, no, this is one of the evil good complications, not complications, aspects of this game. So now, if you want to become a evil character, you could throw a lemon cream pie, lemon sauce at Sophie here, but personally I don't want to do that because I don't want to mess up my relationship with her, because later on in the game there is a point where Cory is attacked by an enemy and is able to lose his arm, and if you throw lemon sauce at Sophie at this point in the game, then she will not help you during that part. But if you refuse to throw the lemon sauce at her, then she will come to your aid in that part and continue the story for you. So it's really important that you do not attack Sophie at this part. But let's go ahead and talk to her.
Hey Cory, you found...
So Sophie's voice sounds oddly like Cory.
Hey Cory, you found a box of bobbleheads. I'll trade the box for some of your daddy's yummy French fries.
But I can't go back out the front door. The door is right outside.
Daddy's secret entrance is in the corner. He has to use the buttons on the wall to enter a code.
Dang, I need that code.
Try using the cell phone. I used it to read my cereal box secret messages this morning.
Any other secret passages I should know about?
This one's at Daddy's office is the tea party room. I'm not heavy enough to step on it, but I bet you are now.
Once again, more controversial topics. When she talks about his weight like that, a lot of people were offended, because obviously Cory is a heavier set man, and Sophie has a thinner frame, and so that correlation really bothered some people. But the laugh track goes on to kind of ease the tension, and it really just it really was This game, I can't anymore. I'm done. This game it's good. It's 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. If you haven't played it, go pick up a copy. The cards are like 200 each, but it's totally worth it. Just go on www.endmylife.gov/Cory in the House. Thank you for watching. Happy April Fools.